Hello everyone, it's DuckFairy07. Today we are playing BRONCO Zoo. It's already been a week since I trophied with a Scam Zoo using 4 Caustic Broncos, and card has been phenomenal there. Since then I've been claiming that Bronco is just a very playable modern card. I tried it in Jund, I tried it in rock builds in mono black. I've been really impressed with Bronco, but in most of all I've been impressed with it in the zoo lists, and the reason is Scion of Draco. So Scion of Draco, it has a 12 CMC, and when you hit it with Bronco it's just game winning, mostly on the spot. It's a very powerful play, and in this deck you will always have something to saddle the Bronco with. There are wild Necuttles, there are brawlers, cows, Inti with counters, Ragavan with counters, other Scion of Dracos, so plenty of creatures that can saddle it. You can also tap multiple creatures, and this build plays 21 creatures, which is a lot. Okay, so often you will be able to saddle it more than in most other decks, and Bronco ability is really powerful. It's not just a card advantage, it's not affected by opponents' bowmasters, but it also can deal crazy amount of damage. We play Leyline of the Guildpact, Leyline Binding, Scion of Draco, all great hits when you're attacking with a saddled Bronco, and it can deal crazy amount of damage, which works well in the Zoo Shell, which is just a very aggressive deck, playing 4 Tribal Flames, playing Lightning Bolts, cheap creatures, effective to deal damage early. So I'm really a fan of Bronco in the Scion of Draco builds, and in other builds too, but especially in the Scion of Draco builds. Of course, in 4 leagues I played, I was punished once by attacking with unsaddled Bronco. I risked it a couple of times during those leagues, and not too often, but I did risk it few times, and I've on purposely choose this league where I played in only loss. I had the entire league. I lost because of the Bronco ability. Just to show you, you have to be careful. You have to sometimes not be too greedy with it. It can still cost you the game. The chances are not great, but you can hit Scion of Draco if Bronco is unsettled and just lose like that. But of course you can sometimes win in the same way, just hitting the Scion of Draco when attacking with settled Bronco. So you have to weigh your options, and like any card you have to weigh in the positives, the negatives, and make a decision. Okay, so that's it. Let's go check the gameplay. Really happy with the sideboard too, and yeah, we can go. Okay, before we go to the gameplay, I wanted, if you want to support my channel and also find a good token solutions for your paper collection, take a look at cardelk.com. Use the link down in the video description. Using that link, purchasing on the site supports my channel. Okay, so we are now ready to check the gameplay. Okay, so let's start from, this was the last match in the league. Let's start for this one. Okay, so I'm playing first. I have a very good hand, and this is a good example where you really want to play Bronco on turn 2 before Nishoba Brawler, because Nishoba Brawler will then saddle it, and when saddled the Bronco can potentially deal more damage than Brawler attacking, and it's also gaining you card advantage, which is just super good. Okay, so here opponent plays Seed of Hope, which probably means there's some kind of Asmo deck. Here it is, Cookbook into Asmo, and but I have Bolt in my hand. I have him Bolt in my hand, so I can Bolt Asmo. I can play my Nishoba Brawler, get a full domain here, play Brawler, saddle the Bronco, and just check my luck. Even if I don't hit my opponent with anything, I'm still drawing a card, and drawing more cards is helping you to get more creatures that can saddle Bronco in the future, which works great. Okay, so here my opponent plays Cauldron Familiar. Not great for them, But they play a familiar here, and I use the survey land. I hit territorial cow on top. I want to keep cow, so I'm dealing 2 damage with my Bronco when settled, so I'm not missing on anything by not attacking with Valne Cattle here. Playing a cow means next turn I have plenty of lethal attackers here. Okay, my opponent getting a bunch of plant tokens here, gaining some life, but again I go for the Bronco ability. I hit a Leyline Binding from top and immediately win the game even before declared blockers, hitting with 6 with Leyline Binding and Bronco ability, so that is the game. Let's check out game 2. So Bronco was really powerful in my testing, and only on one occasion in all of my games, I played only on one occasion, it worked against me. So in total, I was really impressed with it. It's like a card advantage piece you play here, and it works very well. Okay, so opponent goes for the Asmo again. I definitely need removal to kill this Asmo as soon as possible before they can use the food tokens to stop me from attacking. Okay, they go for Seed of Hope again, but finding another Asmo, which is obviously a huge problem. This time they don't have okay, so I go for Bronco, I go for Wild Cattle here. A lot of creatures in my hand, I can just very easily settle the Bronco. Okay, so I go for Bronco saddle here. Opponent pushes the Bronco in response, kills my Scion with Asmo ability, but I have a triple Wild Cattle on the field. Opponent was able to make one large construct token and decides to stay back. Okay, so I just go for the attacks, play a land, and wait for another turn. My opponent uses Asmo ability to kill my cow. They have to trade here, and after combat I play Hiretsugu, so kill all their permanents, kill one remaining Wild Cattle I had. But yeah, Hiretsugu is just too good in this matchup to not to use it. Okay, so here I was able to gain more card advantage by using Inti ability, getting land from the top. I can put now Gigante to hand and be in a very comfortable situation. My opponent is on 5. I have lethal for the next turn. I have Giganta in my hand, Celestial Purge on top, so like really powerful situation. Opponent goes for a street raid, finds Asmo, plays Asmo, finds a cookbook. They can gain 3, but yeah, I have Celestial Purge here, which is enough to finish this game and do lethal. So that is the match. Okay, let's check out match 2. Okay, so I keep a one lander because I have Leyline plus Scion combo, and I have also a fetch to try to find a second land. So I surveil immediately, put Tribal Flames in the graveyard, hoping to find that second land. Did not get it, so I just play what I can. I go for the Wild Cattle. They have to spend removal here, or if they want to connect with Ragavan, but they don't have it, so I'm able to, like, since they don't have a removal, I can just binding the Kavu and pass the turn, hoping to hit that land. And here it is. Now I have a Scion combo, and if they attack, I can like first strike them. Okay, opponent also playing Zoo, and I think they were playing my Scam Zoo list. which I trophied with recently. Okay, they used Kavu to do draw a discard and then not dead after all on Kavu, make it a 6/6. And again, I can just block with all my creatures, opponent trying to find their Scion, and they didn't get it, so they concede the game here. They didn't have answer for a Scion and Leyline combo, so that was the game. Let's check out game 2. Okay, so I won't definitely want to pick your poisons for this matchup. All artifact enchantment hate. I have also like Tira Sunders. I decided to get rid of all my wild Necatals for this matchup, and then I also trimmed one Bronco, because trimming these 3 power creatures. Okay, so here I go for a Sacred Foundry, and I have multiple options. I can just I can binding. My opponent also plays like not dead after all, so I just rather use the Leyline Binding this turn. Opponent goes for the Grief. That is fine. They take a Flames. I kill Grief with second Flames. Leave Leyline Binding on top. So next turn I can go Scion of Draco plus Leyline Binding, but they play Ragavan to take my Leyline Binding from the top. So here I was able to play double Scion of Draco, pass the turn. I have Pick Your Poison in my hand. It card is good in this matchup. Okay, opponent takes one of my Scions and actually both of them. But it is okay, because next turn my opponent is on 0 cards, and next turn I can play Pick Your Poison, I can play Inti, and I can also play Leyline Binding I find from the top. So very, very powerful turn here. Okay, so I also have a Giganta in this situation, which is very useful. So I decide to stay with my first strike Inti back and find a Leyline Binding from the top, get back my second Scion, put Giganta to hand. Again, very, very good turn, and my opponent can't deal with it, so that is game over. Okay, let's check out match 3. Okay, I had to mulligan that one. I didn't have enough lands. Here I keep 3 lands. Decide to start with a Wild Necatl. Okay, my opponent does the same, and now I can just bolt their Necatl, continue attacking. Next game go like a Scion of Draco and continue attacking. Even better, I get another bolt from top, so I can just kill their Necatl, so they can't trade with my Necatl, and unfortunately they find removal here and connect with Ragavan, but that was fine. Opponent finds Scion of Draco. I have options, of course, like I can take their binding, but I think taking their Scion is much safer here. I decide to just risk it, just cast my Giganta, but they have Bolt to finish this game, so that's it. Let's check out game 2. Okay, another Zoo Mirror. Okay, so I don't have much threats in this hand, but these are good cards for the matchup. Pick Your Poison, Leyline Binding. I also have Surveillance. Surveillance just really helps that much. Okay, so I keep Ragavan on top. At this point, any creature, I will take any creature from the top. I want graveyard that. Okay, so here opponent goes for the Lightning Bolt, and that's fine. I'm just either playing a threat or just putting Giganta to hand. My opponent kills another Brawler, and these games are often like this, just like longer games when opponent trying to find either Scion of Draco combo, or just grindy games where who's going to draw into more threats or answers and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, let's check out game 3. Okay, also we can check again. It's a pretty similar game plan, sideboard plan as the last one. So one Bronco out with 4 Nakattles, trimming a few of these removal spells, and that's it, because I have, let's say, better removal on the sideboard, stuff like Chain to the Rocks, Celestial Purge. Celestial Purge kills their ley lines, Kavus. Okay, so here in the game 3, opponent has to take my Leyline of the Guildpact, so I don't have the combo. I was able to discard a card with Inti ability, put counter on my Scion, continue attacking, and here I use the Inti ability again, and I hit Celestial Purge from the top, which was really good in this situation. And now my opponent is on 6. I have Scion of Draco on the field, Bolt in hand, and let's see what opponent has. Okay, so I go for the Bolt, putting my opponent down on 3, and they don't have a counter, they don't have a removal, so that is the game and the match. Another Zoo mirror. Okay, let's check out match 1. Match 4, sorry. This is match 4, already 3 wins in. Games with Zoo can be like pretty fast. That is part of why I like the deck. And you can get through league like in a pretty quickly. Okay, so here I was playing against Dimir Scam. Opponent started off with a green Scam, taking the Bolt and the Wild Nakatl. Okay, so I can go for the Zagatrium, then play Plains and play the Bronco, and then on turn 3 I can just play the Parlor, play the Brawler, saddle the Bronco, and draw card. That seemed like the best game plan at the moment, so I went with it. Okay, so went for the Bronco. Opponent plays Tainted Indulgence. I did not expect that one. Okay, so opponent also goes for the Consider on their turn and continues attacking with Grief. And yeah, here I find another Bronco, and I decided to leave mana open for Stubborn Denial, and then I actually hit Scion of Draco with a Bronco ability, hitting my opponent for 12 damage. And since I had Nishoba Brawler, Trampler, with Trample that was like pretty close to lethal next turn, opponent need to have a removal or just stay back. But if they relying on removal, I also have Stubborn Denial, so that is not really going to work. So I play the Parlor to get full domain here, go for the Scion of Draco, and my opponent, yeah, they try to Bowmaster the Brawler, and they trade with it, but I go through for 3 damage. And I have Scion up with Stubborn Denial in my hand. That is pretty nice situation. Opponent finds actually removal here, and they show me they're actually playing Glorious Vengeance too, which I did not expect, but yeah. Okay, so I have Stubborn Denial for the win, and I got the info that they're actually Glorious deck. Just I guess I didn't see the white mana this game, or they maybe just not playing it. But yeah, here it is. Opponent starts off with a Grief Scam in game 2 again, going for the Essence Flux, taking both of my removals, but my hand is still very good. I still have strong creatures. I can block the grief efficiently for 2 turns, of course. They'll definitely go in for some damage. Okay, so opponent continues attacking. I go for basic here to play the Bronco. Next turn I can just play my land tapped, either start settling Bronco or just stay back. Opponent use Essence Flux again to take my okay, so here I decide to settle the Bronco again, continue attacking. Opponent, I get the card in my hand and opponent trades with the Bowmasters, continues attacking with Grief, but that is totally fine. So I decide to go for the basic here, play both Brawler and the Territorial Kavu, and now my opponent is on 0 cards in hand, which is pretty good situation for me. I have 2 strong attackers here. Opponent goes for attack expecting a trade with the Brawler, which is okay for me, but I decided not even to do it and just race him. And I top deck the Binding, so it worked even better for me. I was able to get in for 10 and have lethal for the next turn, which is definitely a very strong position. So opponent don't really have any good top decks at this point, except for Tainted Indulgence, discard Atraxa into Goryo's Vengeance, but they started off well but didn't find the nuts, so that was the match. And let's check out match 5, the last match of this league. I was playing against Creativity, which is historically one of the easiest matchups for Zoo. Not the easiest, but Zoo has a very good win rate against it because it plays a lot of, it's really aggressive, it wins on turn 4, and if you're playing first, then with cheap interaction like a Bolt, a Stubborn Denial is usually enough to stop them, and also Scion of Draco plus Leyline combo, they can't really remove it. Okay, so here it is, opponent goes for Bitter Union, they don't have Archon to discard, which is great news for me. I'm just able, since I'm playing first, I'm able to just continue attacking with Scion, put Kavu on the field, next turn do draw, redraw with Kavu, try to find that third land so I can just play another creature and plus hold the Stubborn Denial. Okay, so I didn't get that, so I think my best bet here is just hold the Stubborn Denial and just probably go for the Survey Land with Heat. I have lethal next turn, opponent can't remove my creatures, so they have to go for Transmogrify, and I have Stubborn Denial to stop that and kill them in the swing back, so that was very easy game 1, as it usually goes when you're playing first. Okay, but yeah, game 2 is definitely can be a bit trickier, especially if your hand is not too strong. I don't have, I only have 3 Stubborn Denials in this build. I don't have Fluster Storms, which I used to have in my Zoo builds, but I don't feel like they're really necessary anymore since the Cascade decks are not where they used to be. But yeah, you can see the game plan here, just pack the reprieves, also like Rest in Peace for this matchup where they're playing probably like 3 or 4 persist. So Rest in Peace can also be useful because of the Vrennen 6, but yeah, I had option, yeah. So this is what I was thinking about. Do I play the Rest in Peace last turn or just hold the Bolt? I think probably best option was just play the Rest in Peace and don't play this Wildnecattle for a turn, just hold the Bolt, and that is what I should have done, and I didn't do it, but my opponent had to have Bitter Union plus Archon plus Persist, so I was hoping I'll be able to just play Rest in Peace next turn, but that was a huge mistake, and I let them put Archon in the field, killing my Wild Necatals, then killing my Binding, and that is then game over. So I had a way probably to win this game. The Rest in Peace would be really good. It didn't seem like they had creativity in their hands, which means even better. But yeah, okay, it is what it is. And I lost this one, but I had game 3 where I'm like really favored to win, playing first, and I have my sideboard cards. Like I think I packed in the Reprieve and removed some removal and removed the sorcery speed removal like Tribal Flames and 2 Intis. Okay, so Ragavans are good when you're playing first. Okay, so I was able to play Ragavan here and go for the Bronco. Okay, so this I think this was the crucial decision. It was not necessary for me to go. I think that was definitely the crucial decision. I was thinking last turn I should pay the Bronco with the treasure token mana and not shock myself to the Overgrown Tomb if I ever hit Scion from the top, but I already had Scion of Draco. 1 is already in the graveyard, so there's only like 3 in the deck, and what are the chances I'm going to hit this? And yeah, so I get another land, play Elegant Parlor, Surveil, opponent tot seizes, and now I hit Scion of Draco when I'm on 1 life, and they have Wrenn 6 to kill me here, so that as they were able to just tear asunder my Leyline and ping me with Wrenn 6 for lethal, so that I didn't even use the treasure token. So my initial what I wanted to do first was like it was like use the treasure token to play Caustic Bronco, and I would be now on 3 life and not on 1 life, and I would probably just win this game. But yeah, it is what it is, and that decision probably costed me this game. Maybe they could find something else, but it didn't look like they have it. Who knows though, so that was it. Okay, so that was the match. Lost the trophy, but I wanted to show this league where I killed myself with Bronco on purpose. Bronco was like spectacular in all other matches, never dealing me more than 2 damage. It provided exceptional card advantage. It dealt a lot of damage to my opponents in situations when I was way back and I hit stuff like Binding or Scion from the top. You don't have to hit Scion from the top. Hitting Leyline, Binding or the Guildpact is also very powerful, dealing like 6 to face or 4. It's also very powerful in the Zoo deck, so but hitting Scion is just really strong when you're attacking with Saddled Bronco. And this build plays so much creatures that you will mostly be able to saddle it, but of course, as you can see in this last game, you sometimes have to be careful with it and weigh your decisions. Also think about how much damage are you doing to yourself before you start attacking with Bronco. And this is the clear situation where I was in a situation where I probably shouldn't shock myself for Tomb there. But yeah, okay, that is it. I could have gone for probably like something like Survey Land that turn, or just a Triumph, and that would be much better. So yeah. There it is, entire league. Hope you like the gameplay, hope you like the video. I think Bronco has a very good use in the Zoo decks in this era before MH3 goes out, and I think it's a good card for a deck. I really prefer, like Bronco overall, I played it in multiple decks. it was in some builds it was like best card in deck. You always wanted to play that turn 2. If it goes unanswered, it's really powerful. But in this deck it's even better because of the Scion. Hitting opponents for 12 can be like really just end the games on the spot, and it can be really powerful, and enough creatures to support it is needed, of course. A lot of 3-power creatures that can saddle it, so you can attack. And also like Survey Land is very good in the Bronco deck, and I was considering playing a second Surveil deck land instead of probably like Plains. If there's not too much moon, you can always like play Plains on the sideboard, play the second Survey Land, and then Bronco with the second Survey Land gets even better. Okay, so that was definitely one of my thoughts and what I wanted to do next. But yeah, okay, again, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. A friendly reminder to click like, click subscribe, comment in the video your experience with the Bronco so far in the zoo and other decks. How do you like it? And yeah, again, goodbye. Thank you for watching.